And I'm back again, surprisingly. And with not much to show besides talking about Puppy Playtime again, but alas, I have a somewhat viable reason for this upload. You see, I was just minding my business, getting ready to get dropped off at the mall, to hang with the boys, and just be a public nuisance like all teenagers like to do. But right when I got my shoes on, there it was. The Mob Games Twitter notification popped on my phone the moment I pulled it out, and it was pretty much a teaser for Yarnaby, another enemy we would be seeing in this chapter, along with the promise of the full reveal next morning. So you know what I did? Completely forgot about it while I was out and about. And then once I got back home and it was already well past 1, I remembered, damn, I actually have to sleep. And the next thing you know, I woke up and it was already all over the screen. So reasonably, I had to gather everything we know so far and compile it into a somewhat plausible explanation for this new character. So grab your favorite snack and late night energy drink, because today we will be discussing Experiment 1166, Yarnaby. So before this trailer, actually way before there was any mention or build up to the character, people found out that Mob Entertainment copyrighted the name Yarnaby quite a while ago, along with another one like Dewey the Doughman and even the Nightmare Critters before they were even revealed. Anyways, my point is that we already knew there was going to be a character that was called Yarnaby, and judging from the name, many already assumed it would have to do with yarn. Now fast forward to about 2 weeks ago, we got some things from the Chapter 4 ARG, all of them suspiciously telling us more about Harley Sawyer, which I believe will be the actual antagonist of this chapter, by the way, and how he became a great Playtime co-scientist through being selected from the Young Geniuses program. Not only was Harley a highlight of this ARG, but we got some information about a kid named Quinn. Quinn was said to be not very successful at the game station. However, after Harley noticed the way Quinn displayed his creativity through switching the different parts of toys to make them move better, Harley realized that Quinn was simply holding back and that he was more intelligent and had a lot of potential. So Harley got him to actually lock in at the game station, so Quinn was sent in to become an experiment and became Experiment 1166, Yarnaby. Yarnaby was described to be capable of great strength compared to other toys. However, in the process of this transformation, Yarnaby had a loss of intelligence and became more akin to an animal, more resembling a dog, which disappointed Harley because he was more so looking for the intellectual side of Yarnaby, making him a failure in some capacity. Anyways, because of this, Yarnaby would instantly get attached to workers around him like a dog would, but disliked Harley and would become aggressive around him and anyone Yarnaby wasn't very close to. Harley took note of this and subjected Yarnaby to complete and total isolation, with the only person being allowed to see him was Harley himself. He did this so that Yarnaby would grow attached to Harley and only Harley, and well, he was successful. Why did he do this? I'm not sure, but obviously Harley couldn't give a damn about the creature and only used Yarnaby as a means for experimentation. Anyways, once Harley was out of the picture, Yarnaby became sad and depressed. How tragic. And that was all we had, until now. With this new trailer, we got a full reveal of Yarnaby and... oh my, anyways, yeah, there's not much to say. I mean, I do like his design, he's very cool, and in terms of the sideways mouth, it's pretty unique compared to the other toys. However, I wouldn't be so lighthearted about his design if I thought that this was the main antagonist. And no, I don't think this is the main antagonist. It's probably Harley Sawyer if I'm being completely honest, especially with how much he's being teased, who also may or may not be the yet-to-be-revealed Dewey the Doughman, if you believe that he turned himself into a toy. Like seriously, if Yarnaby was the antagonist, why reveal him first, rather than Dewey? Well, that's just assuming Harley is Dewey, and I don't know, maybe that's not the antagonist, but my point is, it's probably not Yarnaby, and the true antagonist is yet to be revealed. And the Steam page is likely just another placeholder, just like Baba was. Anyways, what I really want to actually talk about is I believe I know what Yarnaby's role in this chapter is. I believe he is going to help us. Think about it. Not only did the Steam page description say we will be getting enemies and allies, but like I mentioned before, Yarnaby acts like that of a dog. With all that in mind, watching the same trailer gives you a much different look. The biggest and most obvious thing that I immediately pointed out was when after Yarnaby killed the Poe plush, instead of eating it or leaving it behind, we see that it is placed on the monitor, seemingly for us. And then once we turn around and see Yarnaby, you notice that he doesn't show any signs of aggression. And him opening his mouth would be maybe him showing excitement, expecting a reaction out of us after leaving that dead Poe on the monitor. You could also tie in the fact that Yarnaby is meant to be more akin to a feline, like a lion, so basically just a big kitty. But my whole point is that Yarnaby stalks us, and not only must know we are pretty much completely defenseless, he does not attack at all and only watches us from afar coming up behind us with the Poe as a present, expressing excitement by opening its mouth. It is only the way that the trailer is presented is what makes you think that Yarnaby might seem harmful. But if you really think about what's actually going on, he seems more harmless, and is likely to be an ally of ours helping fend off other toys. Would make for some adorable and memorable moments if you ask me, which will probably be saddened by his death because something like that would probably happen if this was all the case. All in all, I'm really excited for this next chapter, and it's actually crazy because ever since I made that video on chapter 3, I never thought I'd be making another one until like a full year has passed. But here I am, discussing a trailer for chapter 4, which comes out in January, by the way. Which is also crazy because that would mean chapter 4 came out like directly a year after chapter 3. Anyways, I hope you're all having a great Halloween and weekend, because I know I will when I go and trick-or-treat with my pals. Anyways, this has been Hakano, and I'll see you guys never.